What's going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to another Echocalypse video. So we have a couple of things I want to discuss because I've had some people asking questions about Nebulous Nightmare, and apparently some folks are having some problems beating stage 30. So a couple of things I want to point out. If you are struggling with stage 30, it's more than likely a matter of just patience and getting yourself buffed. So I'm going to talk about how the mechanics work and what you want to do in terms of getting it done. You guys can see here I'm on stage 51 of 60 right now. I'm still working my way through it, trying to get it all done. But the way this is actually structured, it's meant to be a few days long, right? The season itself. And it goes all the way up to stage 90. Now, if you can't get to 90 as a free-to-play player, don't worry about it. You're only missing out, I believe, some living metals and some other materials along the way. The summoning ones happens after 30. So the way it kind of works out, guys, is very straightforward. This area called the Pure Land gives you guys abilities to get yourself rewards, okay? And when you jump on here, you're going to claim these rewards, specifically the talent points especially, right? The Expedition EXP is nice as well because when you use this, it allows you to get more privilege, which gives you guys more modifiers along the way. These are the modifiers that will unlock. And when you get these modifiers, it boosts your account up as you're going through. So the higher the level, the more the modifiers, the better your actual damage will be, or your defense, or whatever you decide to choose, right? So very important to note that. Now, if you're struggling to finish it, here's the talents that I chose. I find that the enhanced combat talent is very important, and that's the one I decided to go with. You guys can see here, this here affects more the land and some of the units, right? The enhanced modifier here also does some other modifications to the land, but enhanced combat gives your units the most amount of buffs to go with. Now, I'm currently working on completing this one. You guys can see here all damage bonus is increased. That's kind of where I'm going next. So what I would do here, guys, I would focus on getting attack up, getting your armor up, your HP up, etc., and try to boost that as much as you can. Resistance is going to be pretty big here as well, because that's going to give you guys the most amount of damage resistance from the boss. And then here, the proficiency, once you can start working on this, it makes life a lot easier because it unlocks more things here, right? You can get dodge up, which is huge, because if the boss misses and doesn't hit you, you don't die. So working on something like dodge is also a fairly big one. So get working on these talent points. Here's my setup for talent points if you guys want to see how it works. And then what I did essentially is I just boosted up my attack first, then went to this attack and boosted this, and then HP. And stage 30 was a breeze. Like, I literally just went right through it. All you really need to do with the boss is push damage through. If you can push damage through, you're golden. Now, once you finish that boss, you're going to be able to move through the rest of this zone and get yourself some of these other rewards along the way. You can see here zone 180 reached. I'm focusing on 90. This is where I'm planning to stop. I don't think I mean, you can go for the rest of it if you want. You can see I'm 52. I'll probably stop at 60 today and then push for 90 tomorrow. I don't plan to go any further personally. I don't even know if it's possible for free to play. It might be. I just haven't tried to do it, right? So here's my power currently, 461. I'm way above the threshold that's required. Remember also to add an assist friend unit on your team to make life a little easier. And here's the beauty. As you progress through this, you want to start adding a healer. I think a lot of people don't add healers to this. This is where a healer actually does come into play and is very useful to have. So having a healer and using the land of healing is also very important. Now, don't choose these if you have full health. You rather fight an enemy, get yourself some more talent points, get yourself some more exhibition points, and pick some better buffs, right? Because if you just choose the land of healing, you don't have anyone to heal, you'll get the talent points and the exhibition points, but you won't get an option to choose a buff. The more buff options you get, the better you will be, like in terms of actually like progressing, right? Now keep this in mind also. These icons here are for the characters. These buffs are specifically for these characters, okay? So you actually want to read what these do. So for example, this will increase your power by 970, but it only specifically is for Audrey. This one is going to be for Dina, and this one's for Niz. So just make sure you're choosing what makes sense to you and the units that you plan to use more often than not. Now, Land of Fear, going versus like higher level versus lower level, the difference here is that the higher level ones have a better chance of dropping more rare buffs. So you can get a chance to get yourself like a blue one like we just saw, or a chance to get some purple ones as well. Okay, so it's up to you how you want to approach it. If you're better off just trying to get these buffs, like for example this one right here, like that bros power quite a bit, so we're going to choose that. If you want to choose the higher end buffs, then you go for the harder ones, right? For me personally, my goal isn't to get better buffs because I got pretty decent ones. My job is to get to the boss and then use my attempts. Now for the main Nebulous boss, you, I believe, can reset the boss 150 times before the whole thing is done. I think I've reset it maybe 3 or 4 times on stage 30 just to get the look and feel of it. And then from there, I'm going to save the rest of them for floor 60 and then 70, etc. So you guys can see here, I'm working my way up. Now, if I decide to do the Land of Fear, which is a much more difficult one, it even says drops advanced modifiers. Okay, so let's just do this because my power level is much higher. We'll see if I can get through this without getting scraped. You can see here, I lost barely any health there. And now you get yourself a purple one. See, look at that damage increase. So definitely choose that. There we go. And you guys can read the, like, I know what these descriptions do, so I'm not reading it, but it's good to read to understand what each one does so you understand which units are going to thrive with what. For example, if you want block because you want to survive more, then you pick ones with block. If you want something with dodge because survivability, you pick ones with dodge. If you want more damage output, you make sure you do that. Now, if you find something here that you can, like, will lower it, if they all lower it, you can press this button right here, by the way, and you can just go to the next zone without picking any modifiers. There's nothing wrong with doing that, by the way, guys. So you guys can see here, we're 2 floors away. I'm going to go ahead and do a rebirth here. I don't know who's dead, but we're going to, I think somebody is dead on my team. Let's revive. There we go. I got my Aiken back. Excellent. So that, she was dead for a while, actually. So here we go. Land of Nightmare. So here's the boss, right? So this is the boss here that everyone's struggling with. So I'm going to just try to do this challenge with you guys to try to beat it up. Okay, so let's go ahead and put in Aiken back here. We'll leave her here. Give her this. That should boost me up a little further. So we have our healers. We have, I don't think Niz is going to be necessary here. I'd rather put Audrey. Do I have her alive? I don't have her alive. Okay, we're gonna stick with this, I think. Actually, you know what? No, I can probably put Kiki in here. Let me put Kiki in here. Where is she? She's alive, I think. Yeah, she is. Excellent. Okay, put Kiki in here, and then we're going to give... yeah, whatever. Let's just do this. It's not a big deal. Okay, so a little lower in the damage scale, but here, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, so the shield that you guys are all worried about, it's just a matter of DPSing through it. So the more DPS you can dish out, the better you'll do here, right? You guys can see here, there's some buffs on the boss as well. Let me just see if I can... No, you can't see the buffs on the boss. But here, like, the more damage we do, the more it gets. Now, here's the problem with the boss. When it gets full rage like that, it does its special, and then it starts doing an insane amount of damage, okay? So, we're going to heal up here. I might not be able to actually break through the shield this time around. And if that's the case, that's no problem. You just have to start over again. Yeah, you guys can see here, like, how much damage he's doing. And I haven't broke the shield yet, so... There we go. Finally broke through. That was enough damage to finally break through. So this time we're going to hopefully be able to push enough damage here to get it done. 40%. You guys see this, right? Oh, he got full health again. So you want to be able to finish it off that one round. If you don't finish it off that round, then you're kind of screwed over. He's going to do a special here and probably kill some of my guys. Oh, I might be able to finish it off with Aiken. Let's see. Oh, so close. Oh, look at that health back. No, we're going to lose this one, I think. That was so close. Okay, let's retreat for now. Battlefield, that's fine. We're going to try again. This time... See, I don't have Audrey, which is the problem. So let's try this again. And this is what I mean. Like, you got to do enough damage to get rid of this shield, and then that once, like, that his normal attack does lifesteal, so you want to make sure you can kill him off before he does that, or just survive enough in order to do it again. Okay, so shield, you can still see the shield's still taking a lot of damage. See, like, the last thing you want happening is the miss. And again, don't be afraid to start over, okay? Starting over doesn't take your turns, doesn't take anything over. Like, if you're about to die, just restart the whole thing. Okay, I think we're going to start taking the shield down again here. So now remember, he's going to do lifesteal the next round, so... There's some decent damage. Back to 94%. Okay, so let's see if we can pull this off still. We might still be able to actually do this. Give Audrey... yes, okay, good. I was going to say, give Aiken... Yeah, we're good. We got this time. Now, we're going to lose some units along the way, and that's fine. Not a big deal. So there you guys go. That's how it's done, okay? So the main thing here, realistically, you know, I'm not going to bother recalling it. We're just going to keep this. Painkiller. No, we'll do this for her. So there you guys go. That gave me the floor 60 stuff. Now I get these rewards, and I can move on now to floor 61 and up, right? So that's the main thing. At the end of the day, as long as you have enough units to survive, like you guys can see here, I've lost a few of them, you should be okay. Take the ones that you have that died, remove them from the fight, okay? Put in some fresh ones, and when you find a healing section, you can heal your units after that, okay? So that's the easiest way to go through. So again, very important, guys, to remember, the talent tree is what's gonna help you survive this. So push defense plus offense, and that will help you guys complete up to floor 60 plus, no problem as a free-to-play player, and you could even go further if you want, if you want to continue doing the challenge, all right? This is Payne, hope you enjoyed the video, hope it was helpful. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.